In this video, we're going to dive into the real reason why the Doomslayer is just too angry to die. Most people know why the Doomslayer is an angry man. It has been well established all the way back in the 90s, but Doom Eternal has changed things up in the timeline of Doom. It tied in the reboot of the franchise with the original games, making the identity of the Doomslayer being the original Doom Marine from 1993, and added some things in between as well. In this video, we're going to analyze those extra elements that were added into the story of the Doomslayer and see why his past has been filled with nothing else than tragedy and despair. 70% of the people that watch my videos daily are not subscribed, so if you enjoyed the videos I produce and want to know everything related to Doom Eternal, consider subscribing and leave a like. Thanks for the support and enjoy the video. The year is 2019. After being ordered to open fire on civilians, a Marine decides to neglect the direct order and assault his superior officer. Because of this, and by punishment, the Marine is transferred to Mars, home to the United Aerospace Corporation. The UAC had been conducting experiments on interdimensional space travel between the moons of Mars, sending objects between Deimos and Phobos. In 2022, 3 years after the Marine was transferred to the Mars station, Deimos, one of the moons of Mars, suddenly vanished out of space. The Mars station receives a message from Phobos stating that the base was under attack and that they needed backup. The Marine and his unit were sent to Phobos to stop the invasion. Upon landing to Phobos, the Marine was ordered to secure the perimeter, while his comrades went inside the moon station and know about the situation. After a few hours, the Marine decides to enter the facility, as he hadn't heard back from his unit, only to discover that his whole unit was killed by the invading monsters, by the demons of hell. The Doom Marine then vows to kill as much demons as he can before he dies, and he rushes through the facility, killing everything in sight with only a pistol, and then grabbing the weapons of his fallen brothers. In the midst of the battle against the demons, the Doom Marine went inside a trap teleporter that led him straight to hell, to the shores of hell. He pushed through the demon horde, killing the cyber demon in the process and the spider mastermind, the mind behind the demon invasion on Phobos and Deimos. Because of his victory, the Doom Marine was awarded a portal that went straight to Earth. He went inside the portal thinking that everything was finally over, only to see that the Earth was also being invaded by the legions of hell, and that those same demons killed his pet rabbit, Daisy. He fights against the demons yet again, and he is told by his superiors that the origin of this invasion is in his hometown. He goes to the origin of the invasion only to find the Icon of Sin. The Doom Marine beats the Icon of Sin and the invasion stops. Years later, the Doom Marine is told that a surviving demon from Mars has begun resurrecting demons in the facility and opening portals to hell, threatening the peace of the Earth yet again. The Doom Marine goes by himself to the Mars facility, kills the mother demon, and decides to close the only portal that leads from hell to Earth from the inside, trapping himself inside of hell for all eternity to make sure that no demon passes through the gate yet again. But why? Why would the Doom Marine choose the path of eternal damnation and sacrifice his own life? Most of you would think that that is because the demons took the life of his pet rabbit, Daisy, but that is only half of the truth. In Doom Eternal, it is heavily implied that the Doomslayer had a family, a wife and a son, a family that was killed by the demons of hell. By the words of the Con Maker, it appears that the demons took something precious from the Doomslayer, that being his pet rabbit Daisy and his family, and that is the origin of all of his pain, of all of his despair.
I know of what you have left behind. Go back to it then. Leave this crusade. You cannot save them. They have asked me for this. and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live, then I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain you carry will be gone.
By knowing this, it now makes sense why the Doommarine took the route of eternal damnation. We now know why he decided to stay in hell to make sure no one else suffers what he suffered in the past, and take all the pain the demons caused inside of him. The Doommarine had nothing else to lose. He was empty from the inside. He was hollow. He had no family to protect anymore, and because of that, he decided to protect his whole world by sacrificing his life. Eventually, the Doommarine will get washed up in Sentinel Prime. He will join the Sentinel military and become one of his bravest warriors. He will teach the Night Sentinels on how to fight and defeat the demons of hell that he despises so much, and will annihilate everything and anything that sides with those monstrosities. Imagine how the Doomslayer would have felt when he discovered that everything he was doing to protect the new world he was living in, Argent d'Honneur, was in turn helping the demons and the Makers destroy the world apart. It was stated by the Khan Maker that the Doomslayer himself brought a world to extinction because of the decisions he made in the past.
If you had let the culling continue, the human race you fight to protect would have survived. Now I will resurrect the icon of sin. He will devour Earth and leave your home world in ruins. Life on your planet shall never return. And this will be yet another world you brought to extinction. This stronghold will now serve as your prison. With no power, you can do no more harm to our mission, and we may continue the work that must be done.
That could either mean Argent d'Honneur or the Earth of his dimension, but it is a fact that the Doomslayer wasn't able to protect his family from the demons, and that he wasn't able to save Argent d'Honneur from the demons when he was given so much power by the Seraphim. His life has been filled with tragedy and despair, all thanks to the demons of hell. And that is basically why the Doomslayer is just too angry to die. He has basically become the embodiment of wrath. He is rage itself, and his rage fire will never stop burning until all of his enemies die for good. That really reminds me of Guts, the Black Swordsman, and this panel too. Like, the Doomslayer and Guts are the same being, in my opinion. The funny thing about this video is that the picture of the Slayer's family was patched out of the game when the game came out with an update. Either because they decided to take a step back on that part of the story of the Doomslayer, or because this picture was meant to be part of the DLC of the game. There's a lot of parts of the Fortress of Doom that we haven't discovered yet, so it is possible that this picture was going to be part of a DLC to get to know more about the Doomslayer. Anyways, I really like these tiny bits of lore we get from the Slayer just by watching our surroundings. It is pretty cool, and I like this direction they have taken with the identity of the Doomslayer. But anyways, thanks for watching. And so, okay, Spartans, that's all the time I had for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did and a dislike if you didn't. Thanks to all of my patrons who made this video possible, and links to all of my social accounts will be down below. Thanks for watching. Adios.